More than 50 years after serving in Vietnam, Lieutenant Colonel Oren Culpepper can still tell you about the men he lost, not just their names, but their stories. Stories that he has spent decades preserving. 5 News reporter Emily Moss got the chance to sit down with Culpepper to learn more about these brave men.
Inside this binder are 40 names.
This is the order in which these guys died.
All of them are men Lieutenant Colonel Oren Culpepper served with and lost during the Vietnam War.
There's a kid from down in Newport.
More than 50 years later, he's still carrying their stories with him.
These 40 young men, one of them was 38 years old, the youngest one was 18. Yeah. Average age was about 19 years.
The names, accompanied by photographs.
17 of them were married.
Faces frozen in time from decades ago.
23 of them were too young to buy beer or to vote.
With his list, Culpepper remembers each name and how many of their stories ended.
These men died, in some cases. We held them as their last breath escaped.
The binder wasn't always this organized. It began as a simple list Culpepper carried with him, one he found himself returning to again and again.
I had a list of them in my pocket and didn't know why or what. And I got to thinking, well, I wonder what happened to old Thomas here. I wonder where he came from.
That curiosity led him to spend years researching the men he lost, tracking down information about where they came from, the time they served, and where they were laid to rest.
The soldiers that we had over there were tremendous. These guys all knew they should rely on each other.
Cully's memories aren't limited to those who died. Years after the war, he tracked down a man whose plane had been shot down while supporting his unit. Culpepper was part of the rescue. The two remained friends.
Each year I'd call him on Memorial Day too, and we visited. By the by, this year I called, he didn't answer. I had to call several times. His wife answered, and he had passed away last year.
While this war may have ended decades ago, for Culpepper, the friendships and the sacrifices have never been forgotten.
When our country called, each of these men answered, some voluntarily, some not, but each went, and each died doing his duty as he saw it.
Covering news where you live, Emily Moss, 5 News.